Hello everybody, welcome back to Pro Evolution Soccer 2021, back with a bit more, another episode. I got all my words muddled up there, with the full manual Master League. It's going very well, you guys seem to be really enjoying it. Mixed bag since the end of the transfer window, obviously spoilers, but losing club captain and vice club captain in the same deadline day, it hit us pretty hard. It's hit us pretty hard, as you would imagine. Kouyaté from Burnley, probably not, and two new players in scouting. So we might as well go and check out who the scouts have found and reject that bid for Kouyaté. Can't really be affording to be losing more midfielders. So centre forwards, we have also now been recommended Martinez, very good player from Atlanta in America, who I always call Atalanta, who are the Italian team. But yes, I do like the look of him. He's very good. Always scores loads of goals in the MLS in real life. And they are recommending us Soriano in this one. Soriano, Italy, 30 years old. No, thank you. I think we can get better than you. 52 million left to spend. We're going to have a busy summer, I think. A busy summer. They've actually offered 5.14. If you give us his release fee, you can have him. In fact, we're not going to do that because you can't even afford his release fee. So we'll end them for now. We'll end that. He could be someone we move on in the summer, but for now, I think we're going to keep him. We have had two games since the transfer window, actually. We lost to Fulham, 2-1. Really disappointing, but they actually played quite well. Mitrovic, double. Those fans of the channel for a long time will know that will hurt me. But we have just beaten West Ham United 2-1 away from home. Double from Andros Townsend. Very nice indeed. Today, though, Southampton in the league and Man City in the FA Cup quarter-final, which I'm actually quite excited about. So let's, without further ado, jump into the game against Southampton. I'll pick the team and we'll be back with the starting lineup. Okay, so that's how we're going to line up to start. Guita in goal, Klein, Tapsoba, Cahill, Van Aanholt, Guendouzi, MacArthur, Eze, Townsend, Batshuayi gets a start up front, and Goncalves is in there as well. We're going to see if we just change this to short, does it go up? No, it still goes down. There's a certain lineup we can put in where actually putting it to short passing gives us better team spirit. I see Ferro's keen for a game, so he does have the same rating as well. So we're going to start Ferro and Tapsoba at the back for the first time. They're both incredibly good defenders. Guita's taken over the captaincy for those that are worried about these sort of things. I just thought it sort of made sense. It's probably between him, Townsend, or Van Aanholt, but we'll give it to Guita for this one. Let's get into the game. We'll just check that the kits aren't clashing. No, they're not. Brilliant. Let's go. Hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is January. It is cold. It is snowing in London. Selhurst Park is the venue for today's game for Crystal Palace versus Southampton, led by Ryan Bertrand today, and Guita, the new club captain, with the absence and selling of Wilfried Zaha and Luka Milivojevic. There is Ferro getting his Premier League debut for the club, the new centre-back, big money signing. He was really the stalwart brought in, but there is a good new feel around Crystal Palace in the midfield, with the likes of Eze and MacArthur, all asked to step up to replace Milivojevic. New signing, Guendouzi in there as well, who gets a start today, and Goncalo Guedes, the right-footed left winger, looking to make an impression today. No other new signing. Shalov on the bench. Will we see some of him today? We'll have to wait and see. It is Batshuayi who gets the nod up front for this one. Forster in goal for Southampton. Valery, Bednarek, Salisu and Bertrand at the back. Diallo, Ward-Prowse in the middle. Armstrong and Gineppo on the wings. Ings and Charlie Adams up front. Che Adams up front. Let's get into the game. It should be a good one. It's Crystal Palace to kick us off. So straight away, it's quite obvious to see that Southampton are sitting relatively deep, not coming to press the ball, playing a quite defensive shape under Ralph Hulsenhattel, as Van Aanholt's done very well to win that ball back. Picks out Eze, who's had a little rest from the team in recent times. Guendouzi, the new signing, to Nathaniel Klein. Nathaniel Klein looks to get past Gineppo, but he's not going to beat him for pace. Gineppo does have some speed with him. Guendouzi lays this one off. MacArthur with a fierce shot. James Ward-Prowse threw his body in the way. Guendouzi lays it out to Nathaniel Klein, but just slightly overhit. And in the rain, the ball drifts out. Poor throw, though, that Guendouzi's quite easily intercepted. And Townsend has a good run. It's deflected through. There's a shot. Batshuayi. It's deflected. And 5 minutes in, and it's Crystal Palace that take the lead. And it's Michy Batshuayi who gets it. He's been given the nod up front today ahead of Christian Benteke. It looks like it's paying off for Ruud Gullit. Early doors, 1-0 up in front of the home fans. They're not going to miss Wilfred Zaha and Milivojevic if they carry this on. Townsend had a shot. It fell to Pjanić. Took a touch. The deflection looked like it took it past Forster in goal. And it is 1-0 Crystal Palace. Great start for the Eagles. Eze up to Townsend. Townsend looking for the quick run of Goncalo Guedes, who has brought this down very, very well. Guedes is in on goal. Guedes tries to put it in, and it's fallen to Batshuayi, who somehow has got 2 goals inside 10 minutes. And, well, what a selection from Ruud Gullit. Michy Batshuayi stepping up when needed for his team. It was a lovely counter-attack. Ward-Prowse tried to float a free kick forward, and Che Adams was beaten in the air. Townsend to Guedes, who probably should have done better running through on goal. He completely escaped Bednarak, but Forster's save is only parried to Batshuayi. And it's 2-0 Crystal Palace here at Selhurst Park. What a start. Danny Ings with the ball turns into Che Adams, and well, Crystal Palace won't want to ruin this good start if they can just nick the ball here, which they have. And, well, James MacArthur has got a chance to break here into Eze. On to Benteke. Flicks it around the corner one more to Guedes, whose pass is, well behind all the onrushing midfielders. Guendouzi is bypassed in midfield. And Gineppo keeps the ball back to Diallo. Diallo goes up looking towards Ings, but Ferro, the new signing, with a good solid header. And even picked out his teammate Nathaniel Klein as well. And the Crystal Palace fans will love that bit of defending. Townsend up into Batshuayi, already on a hat-trick in this game. Guedes looks to turn and goes the long way round. He's escaped Valery quite easy, to be honest. And Valery gets back at him. Is it going to be a corner? No, Valery keeps it in. He does very well indeed. Van Aanholt drifts infield from left wing. His pass is a bit poor. Valery intercepts it, though. And Che Adams looks to break into Danny Ings, and well, Tapsoba's been caught out here, and Danny Ings is through on goal. Greets are out very quickly, very bravely as well, to make a good tackle on the ball, and Gineppo can't keep that one in. Throw into Crystal Palace. Bertrand on the left. Guendouzi gets back at him. Great tackle, but a very poor clearance. Gineppo tries to swing that one in. Ferro's there again. He seems to be having a good game at the back, but that's not very good from Eze. Che Adams. Everyone's dropped off him. Good save from Guita. He really is performing well this season for Crystal Palace. Ball up towards Townsend, who beats Salisu in the air, and well, Southampton could be caught out here. Batshuayi is on a hat-trick. He sees men over. He tries to play it into Guedes, but Forster's out quickly. And it's good. And the eagle-eyed amongst you viewing today may well realise that on Oko Knopta TV, as it says in the top right, we are back to the old stadium cam, which is generally better, I feel. Did we get a free kick? We did get a free kick. For some reason, I thought that would be Southampton's ball, but Townsend takes this one short to Van Aanholt. Van Aanholt's going to try and swing a ball in just over Batshuayi's head. It's going to fall here for Townsend. Right-footed volley over the bar. Guendouzi with a really good interception in the middle of the park as Batshuayi picks up the ball, and well, it's over-hit for Guendouzi and under-hit for Nathaniel Klein, as Southampton are under all sorts of trouble at the moment. Great tackle from Goncalo Guedes. Batshuayi around the corner looking for Eze, but a good interception from Bednarak to stop that potentially being 3-0 Crystal Palace in what is an absolutely barnstorming first 27 minutes or so for the home team. They just need to make sure they can keep possession, and they could well come away with 2 wins in a row, which you'd imagine boost them up the table. Currently sitting in 17th after a very strange January period. A win against West Ham, a loss against Fulham. And has left the Eagles languishing in 17th, but there are definitely shoots of improvement, which the supporters are pleased to see under Ruud Gullit's management. Bertrand's caught late on the ball there, and I don't think Nathaniel Klein will be happy with that one. It's 2-0 Crystal Palace, but a dangerous free kick in this situation. Ward-Prowse with a fantastic delivery. Will he go for goal or try and pick someone out? He's trying to think it out. Eze with a good bit of defending back there. Diallo will have time on the ball to do something here. Is he caught? He is caught. And Ward-Prowse stands over it. Goncalo Guedes tries to stop the quick free kick as Diallo. Nice little shimmy. Yeah, Goncalo Guedes not bought for his tackling, bought for his winging prowess and pace. But again, Ward-Prowse a bit more central this time. He's going to have a go at goal, deflected off the wall, and pretty easy for Guita, who's done well to regain his place. Jack Butland having a good couple of games for Crystal Palace in recent times as Townsend looks for that ball in towards Eze, but they're difficult to do and difficult to get right in this skipping rainy surface and wet surface today. Easy for Forster to come and claim that one. Che Adams trying to get that ball through to Armstrong again, but Crystal Palace are defending that side of the pitch very, very well today. And everything is just seeming very easy and very in flow for Ruud Gullit's team today. They are playing very well, although that is a poor pass from Townsend as it goes into Gnabry. Danny Ings looks to release Che Adams, and Che Adams tries to get it back out to Gnabry on this left-hand side. Can Southampton get a goal just before half-time? It's cleared away by Topsiba, and Townsend will get there first. And as they go in down, that will probably be half-time. And it is half-time. 2-0. 2 early goals from Pjanić gives Crystal Palace quite the advantage going to the halfway point. So no changes for the home team at half-time. And no changes for Southampton either, as both managers think they can do a little bit more with the 11 players that have started this game. But that is a terrible pass out, as can Eze beat Ward-Prowse there? No, Ward-Prowse just does enough just to keep possession for Southampton. That's a good tackle from Van Aanholt, and he's, well, complaining that he should have had a free kick. Valery picks up the ball for Southampton. A bit of time and space for Diallo on the edge. Guendouzi takes that one square in the bonce, as Ward-Prowse is surely fouled by Guendouzi. There it is. Free kick to Southampton, as Guendouzi maybe a little bit dizzy from that rocket of a shot in the face, and definite foul. He was late into the tackle there. And we know, as we said before, Ward-Prowse, a dangerous free kick specialist. Puts it straight into the wall. The wall did its job. Lovely defending. And Valery has given that one away to Batshuayi, who will be on a massive high from that first half to brace. And he's gone round Bednarak. Has he got the strength? He has. He pushes him off. Batshuayi puts it in. Gonzalez. Gonzalo Guades. I got his name mixed up and changed his name into one word. But it's cleared away. And Tapsoba is there to recover for Crystal Palace. So Southampton with a good interception in the midfield, and now looking to break. Danny Ings tries to dink it over the top. Guaita comes out, gets a good clearance on it, and Townsend's done quite well to win the header, but put it straight back into the path of a Southampton attack as Danny Ings comes forward. Gnabry tries to put that one through, and it's going to fall to Adams, who's surely offside, and maybe that's why he left the ball, as Guendouzi tries to do everything he can to get it away. Diallo's tackled well by Tapsoba, who manages to get it back to Danny Ings, surely with a give and go. Well, Diallo just delayed the pass. Gnabry on the edge. Gnabry tries to swing it in. Good save from Guaita. Van Aanholt into Eze. Picks up a little pocket of space. Got Gnabry for company. Goes back to Guendouzi, whose pass is intercepted. Diallo will try and get there. It's a good tackle on the ball, and Guendouzi recovers well. He is playing well for a youngster, Guendouzi. He's got a lot of promise, and there is potential that he could be around Crystal Palace for quite a while. He does have the dreaded release fee, which saw Zaha and Milivojevic leave, as Che Adams has pulled wide and brought Ferro out with him. Ferro tracks him quite well. Valery over the top. MacArthur's got to get back to tackle his Scottish counterpart, Armstrong, and gets in the way of the cross. And an hour gone, 2-0 Crystal Palace. Southampton struggling really to create chances here. As Valery picks up Van Aanholt's clearance into Armstrong. Gets it in towards Adams. Ings is there. He misses from inside the 6-yard box. Very unlike Danny Ings. Remains 2-0. Southampton have been off the pace, but that is their best chance they've created, as a good ball in. Everybody sort of missed it. Ings pounced, and it goes past the post, and he is not happy. Che Adams, for the first time, gets round the tackle of Ferro. It's a good ball out towards Armstrong, and everybody's missed it. But Ralph Hasenhüttl has already gone to his bench, and Nathan Redmond has come on to replace Gnabry. Redmond obviously suffering a little bit of fatigue, being left out of the starting lineup. You'd imagine he'd be a starter normally for Southampton, as well Crystal Palace again looked and build forward, but overhit that pass, and it goes out. Southampton throw in, and the game sort of died down a little bit. MacArthur with a sloppy pass in central midfield, as Danny Ings looks to launch Southampton forward. Armstrong on this side. Great ball through to Danny Ings, who's just got enough in between the defenders, and it is 2-1, and Southampton get a chance with 20 minutes to go. Danny Ings picked up the ball into Che Adams. Out it went to Armstrong. Lovely weighted pass in between Ferro and Topsiba, who just tried to get back at him. The finish goes past the goalkeeper, and Che Adams comes off to be replaced by Shane Long up front for Southampton. So it is the first substitution for Crystal Palace from Ruud Gullit. Kouyaté on, Nathaniel Klein off, as Ward-Prowse swings in this corner. Topsiba is there with a great header away, and Gonzalo Guedes looks to get Crystal Palace going, and he's put it to Batshuayi, who's gone up to Townsend. Townsend with a heavy touch, though, easy for Valery to make that tackle, and Armstrong will look to go up to Shane Long. Shane Long into the goal scorer Ings, who is held up. May have been a foul there on Shane Long. Armstrong's done well to hold on to this one. Valery round the tackle of Guendouzi. Back out to Armstrong. In towards Shane Long. Ferro's there away, and Van Aanholt. Great clearance just to clear his lines, as well, could have been in a bit of danger if Batshuayi won that header. Danny Ings with the ball. He's got runners, and Well, the runners have pulled Topsiba out of position and goes to Shane Long. Shane Long shoots. Great save from Guita as it falls to Redmond. Back to Diallo. We're trying to get blocks on it. And Guendouzi will hook this one away. And yeah, Crystal Palace a little bit all over the place defensively at the moment as it looked like Topsiba was taken out off the ball. Ward-Prowse gets around Eze into Shane Long. Great tackle from Ferro, who's still enjoying a very good debut for Crystal Palace. Up it goes to Townsend. Townsend looks to put a crossfield ball into Batshuayi. It's a wonderful pass, and his touch lets him down. Bednarak gets back at him, and with 3 minutes to go, it is still Crystal Palace 2, Southampton 1. But don't wait there. Don't wait there. That's not what I wanted to say. Valerie completely messes that one up. And it's going to be cleared away to win a throw-in by McCarthy. He's had a good game in central midfield today. So double substitution for Crystal Palace. Topsoba off, Gary Cahill on, and Bruno Enrique on for Goncalo Guedes. There are some tired legs in this Crystal Palace team, especially in midfield. It'll be interesting to see what rotation comes for the FA Cup quarter-final. A massive game for Crystal Palace, as it was that FA Cup that really ignited them under Ruud Gullit's management, as Eze picks up the ball, tries to give it back to Townsend, and Eze sensibly just keeps it. Guendouzi up to Kouyaté, who is playing well out of position. Right midfield doesn't really let him off for that sort of pass, and Ferro dives in. Will probably pick up a yellow card for his tackle there on Shane Long, trying to give away a free kick so that Crystal Palace could get numbers back. That's a great tackle from Van Arnholt though. Bruno Enrique, Guendouzi. There's the full-time whistle. It's back-to-back wins for Crystal Palace. 2-1 back-to-back wins as well. So 2-1 against Southampton and 2-1 against West Ham in the last game. A double for Michy Batshuayi. And, well, in a game that Southampton arguably dominated, Crystal Palace come away with the win. And it is a win for Crystal Palace then. Also wins for Wolverhampton Wanderers, Fulham, Man City and Everton, who beat Man United at Old Trafford. Leeds United, Villa and Tottenham Hotspurs all win as the home team. Leicester beat Liverpool 1-0 at Anfield, and Newcastle and Sheffield United played out a bore 0-0 draw. Leaves the league looking like this. I don't have to scroll down to see our name. Crystal Palace up to 16th position, level on points with Villa and West Ham, so could climb up to 14th. Is it the start of something wonderful for the Eagles? They are still close to the relegation spots, but 4 points ahead of Leeds United in 18th position. At the top of the table, Liverpool lead Leicester. Yeah, cracking result. We're starting to get used to full manual now. It's just keeping the ball. If there's nothing on, don't force it. Keep the ball. And that is the key. That's what we want to do. So, Guita, Southampton, they're obviously impressed with how he played. And Nathan Ferguson from Blackburn Rovers. He's got a desire to play more, has he? Well, he is basically our starting back, our starting backup left back, our first choice backup left back. So he will get some games, but we are definitely not selling another club captain just yet. And let's go and have a look at Ferguson. No, the other manager would like to train this promising player at his own club. Well, I want to train him at my club, so sod off. But next up then, Man City, quarter-final, FA Cup. I quite like it on full manual when teams come and attack us, which is why we've got good results at the moment. But the team aren't looking too bad, actually. Klein drops us down a little bit. Max Meyer can sit in there. McCarthy can come off for Bruno. Everyone's very well rested. Let's put Eze in there again. Brunetta can stay on the bench. Benteke, how is Batshuayi doing? He's not loving life, so he can go on the bench. Is he going to go on the bench? He might not go on the bench. We might rest him, bring him in for the next league game, I think. Onyaraku should probably get a start, but he's not going to. He's going to go on the bench instead of Sacco. And, well, Ferro, what an amazing debut that was. We'll bring him on for Cahill. And we'll have Tapsoba and Ferro again. Guita is down. Butland's loving life, and it is a cup, so we'll bring Butland in. I think I'm pretty happy with that. We could give Ferguson a game. Drops it down a little bit. Kouyaté. Let's start Riedewald. We haven't started him in a while. It is a cup game. I'd like to put Pierrick on the bench, but Onyeku's a new signing. Not got too much game time. He's struggled a little bit. Brunetta will probably come on in this one. You can come on instead of Bruno Enrique. And in fact, do we need Guendouzi on there? In fact, Onyeko is going to miss out because we need a defender on there. So Klein will sit on the bench, and that is how... Oh, that's not how we're going to play, because we need to put counter targets on to the people that have come on the pitch. So counter target Benteke and counter target for Eze as well, which basically means we play a 4-2-4 when the opposition have the ball, which is very strange defensively, but works out wonderfully well. We're going to play in our black kit. Thank you very much for today's game. As we go to the Etihad, let's see how we get on. So welcome to the FA Cup at the Etihad Stadium. Man City host Crystal Palace in this quarter-final of the Cup competition. And, well, Jack Butland takes the armband for today. Need to change that when I drop Greeter. And it should be a very interesting game. This one, a very strong lineup from both teams has been picked. Riedewald gets a start in central midfield, though, for Crystal Palace. It's a bit of a strange selection, but it's the Cup, and you need to rotate, is what Ruud Gullit said in his press conference, as Crystal Palace looking for a cracking result against Man City. They've been playing reasonably well, Crystal Palace, back-to-back league wins, and the Cup seems to be where they play the best. Goncalo Guedes already got a goal for the club on his debut, but looking to add to that tally. So let's get into the game as Ferro and Topsoba join the back again. But let's first look at Man City. Carson in goal, Ake, Laporte and Ruben Diaz at the back. Mahrez and Alba on the wings, Fernandinho, De Bruyne and Gundogan in midfield. Sergio Aguero is joined by Raheem Sterling up front. And Crystal Palace line up with Ferro and Topsoba at the back in front of Jack Butland. Van Aanholt on the left, Dodo on the right. Riedewald and Maya holding midfield. Eze, Benteke, Goncalo Guedes and Townsend with a pretty fruitful front four for Crystal Palace and Ruud Gullit. Let's see how the game unfolds. So you can tell straight away Man City are going to try and dominate the ball as Fernandinho picks himself up some space in central midfield into Aguero, cleared away. It's going to go behind for a corner from Topsoba, but he had to get a touch on it, otherwise Aguero would have been in. Jack Butland shouting his defence early doors, and 2 minutes in, Man City have the first corner of the game, and it's De Bruyne to swing this one in. Ferro is there, but it goes over his head. He misjudged it, and it's headed over the bar by Fernandinho. As De Bruyne swung it in, it was a great delivery. Fernandinho over the bar, though. Crystal Palace just get a goal kick. Gundogan up to Sterling after Eze was sort of bundled off the ball, but a great recovery tackle there. But Sterling's nicked it off Ferro, who's impressed in his first game, but just caught out there. Mahrez with a shot. Butland gone walkabout. 1-0 Man City. Ferro with a great tackle on Sterling, but Sterling was, wary enough to win it back off the big centre-back. Laid it into De Bruyne. De Bruyne onto Mahrez. Butland thought it was going the other way. And a lovely finish from the winger for Man City. The Algerian makes it 1-0 to the home team. Raheem Sterling looks for Aguero. Good touch to intercept that one from Dodo, but it goes straight to Gundogan. Looking for the long field pass. Mahrez into Kevin De Bruyne. Kevin De Bruyne tackled by Ferro, who again loses out. The second attempt, good save from Butland. And Ferro seems to be making the tackles, but struggling with his second touch as Sterling pounced on that one. Got a shot off. Good save from Jack Butland, the standing goalkeeper. As Ferro with a good tackle. Sterling ran onto it straight away. Good hit, good strong hand to touch that round the post. And the second corner of the game also goes to Crystal Palace. Crystal Palace, I wish. It goes to Man City as De Bruyne puts this one in as well. Van Aanholt's there. It's going to fall to Gundogan, who could have a shot here. Takes a touch which, delayed the whole process. And Benteke has Eze up there with him. Gives it into Eze, who tries to pick out the run of Max Meyer, but Mahrez is back to intercept. And Scott Carson will take over for Man City, who will be more than happy to keep possession of the ball if they've got a 1-0 lead in a cup quarter-final. Eze round the corner to Guedes into Benteke. Benteke holds the ball up well, doing his target man role well there. Max Meyer, Van Aanholt. And it goes to Guedes, tackled again by Nathan Ake, who's marshalling the defence very well for Man City today. But the clearance is a poor one. Ferro wins the header. Townsend into Benteke again. Holds it up really well. Invites Dodo forward. Can he put a better cross in this time? Needs to get away from Jordi Alba. Holds it up long enough to give himself options. Townsend fancies a hit. Oh, not too far over the bar. Was troubling Carson, but flies over the crossbar. As Dodo did well. Didn't have enough space to put the cross in. Held the ball up. Released it back to Townsend. Probably could have put a better option there. Had a shot though from range. Leant back a little bit too much over the bar. Jordi Alba with a lot of space on the left-hand side. Feeds it into Gundogan, who gets round Riedewald. And, Topsoba's there again. And again, Crystal Palace defence caught out once they win the ball as Mahrez challenges Van Aanholt. It's a great header from the left-back as surely Eze's fouled there. Just bundled over the ball by Fernandinho. It goes in towards Mahrez. A little Rabona ball in and they've got lucky and it's a great save from Butland at the feet of Raheem Sterling. And that's a good tackle from Riedewald. And what can Crystal Palace do here as Eze makes a run forward, picks the ball up. He's got De Bruyne for company. Up to Christian Benteke. Tries to feed it in towards Goncalo Guedes, but it's cleared away, and it's an end-to-end game. Sergio Aguero. Gundogan. Gundogan has a shot. It's deflected. Easy for Butland to grab hold of that one. Tries to launch Crystal Palace on a counter-attack straight away as Goncalo Guedes picks this ball up. Good turn to hold on to it, but a terrible pass, which Fernandinho reads really easily, and Aguero could be in here. Jack Butland comes out. Aguero goes for the chip, and it is 2-0 Man City. Half an hour in, and the Etihad goes crazy for Aguero as they celebrate in front of the camera. It all stemmed from that poor pass from Goncalo Guedes, who really hasn't got into this game. Aguero had so much space. Butland came out. Aguero saw him. Lovely dink. 2-0 Man City. Raheem Sterling beats the offside trap, and surely he's going to have a run at goal here. Riedewald gets back at him really well, but his clearance and pass just falls to Kevin De Bruyne, who seems to be in all the right places at all the right times for Man City at the moment. Mahrez. Van Aanholt holds him up just about. De Bruyne. Lovely 1-2 to release Mahrez into some space. Lovely bit of control in towards Aguero with a shot. Butland reaches it. Touches it behind. It's all Man City. They're looking to get revenge for that league win that Crystal Palace got over them before. Lovely 1-2 to release Mahrez into the space. Lovely bit of skill to stop the ball. Dinked it in. Aguero with a hit. And it might have been going wide, but Jack Butland flies through the air just to make sure it does. Another corner and another one to Man City. De Bruyne swings this one looking for Sterling. Goncalo Guedes misses the header. It's bouncing around, and, well, Jack Butland pounces on the ball eventually. Kevin De Bruyne. Mahrez. Lovely turn on the ball into Sterling. Tapsoba is there. Van Aanholt clears that away. Looking to flick it on one more Max Meyer, but it sort of got stuck under his feet. Yeah, does win that one back and gives it to Van Aanholt. Up the line to Guedes. Guedes looking for options. Tries to feed it into Eze. Back to Max Meyer. Max Meyer out towards Dodo, who can't get the ball. Aguero is there first. Aguero turns. Max Meyer just held him up with a slide tackle. Jordi Alba gets around the tackle of the Crystal Palace man. Back out to Alba from Aguero. Jordi Alba enjoying a lot of time on the ball in this game. Gets past two Crystal Palace players. Ball in. And that one should be able to be seen out as Ferro holds up Mahrez and just doesn't risk it. Puts his foot through it. Throw into Man City. So right on the stroke of half-time, De Bruyne in towards Sterling. Sterling with a hit. Butland with another good save. A very, very good save from Jack Butland there is, a lovely 1-2 from De Bruyne. De Bruyne into Sterling. Back to De Bruyne. Spins in off the running Cahill. Ferro, sorry. And Jack Butland makes a great saving goal. And he's conceded two, but he is probably Crystal Palace's man of the match at the moment. As Kevin De Bruyne with yet another corner. And you'd think that Crystal Palace are going to get punished by one of these soon, as this will probably be the half-time whistle as that goes out. And it is 2-0 Man City. Crystal Palace needs some sort of change. So one sub for Crystal Palace, and it's a like for like as Nathaniel Klein replaces Dodo as the only change at half-time in the game. Will that be the impetus that Crystal Palace need as Townsend just holds up the ball? Does give it into Klein, who's created a bit of space. Nathaniel Klein puts a cross in. It's behind absolutely everybody. And Kevin De Bruyne has all the time in the world to bring that down and find Riyad Mahrez, who goes up to Raheem Sterling. Tries to put it through to Aguero. Ferro just stands him up. Shot from range. Good save from Jack Butland. Townsend again into Nathaniel Klein, who is getting forward. Obviously been encouraged to do that from Ruud Gullit as Jordi Alba just pushes him off the ball. Looked like a push in the back. Referee says no. So Man City come on the attack again. That's a good tackle from Tapsoba though. Benteke just not really paying attention. Max Meyer into Benteke this time, who keeps it alive. Goncalo Guedes, who some would argue is lucky to stay on the pitch after his first half display. He's done very well there on the ball though. And, Crystal Palace players sort of getting in each other's way. Max Meyer, terrible pass. And it's gone back to the days of struggling to connect passes on full manual. As here come Man City on a counter-attack. Sterling releases it into Mahrez. I think he's put that one too far in front of Aguero. He has. And Jack Butland can take his time to pick a pass. Benteke. Fernandinho wins the second ball. Gundogan. Eze in on him quickly and hard. Mahrez. Up to Sterling. Read very well by Ferro. Great defending there from the new signing. Guedes. Benteke. Terrible pass from Christian Benteke. Jordi Alba just uses the slide tackle as a dummy from Riedewald. It goes up to Gundogan. Gundogan looks through. Van Aanholt with a good interception. But again, the pass out of defence is pretty poor. Fernandinho into Aguero. Back to Fernandinho. Into Aguero again. And you feel like Man City are toying with Aston Villa here as Riedewald picks up the ball and Andros Townsend has a bit of space to run into, and he's got Eze making a great run through the middle as he put that too far in front and close to Diaz. Eze couldn't get the shot or the pass off, and Diaz did really well, but Eze's there again, lays it on. Benteke with a shot, Carson with the save, and it goes behind for Crystal Palace's first corner of the game. And Townsend over the corner. He's just waiting for the run of Benteke. Now we know Crystal Palace have done a near post trick before. It's actually gone towards Riedewald. And Gundogan flicks that one on towards Sterling. Man City had coped with that incredibly well. And now this counter-attack could be punishing, because Man City attack with pace with Jordi Alba into Aguero. Gets round the tackle of Riedewald. Aguero with a shot. It's blocked. It's going to fall to Mahrez. Knocks it back to Fernandinho. Great tackle that time from Riedewald though. Can bring this one forward. Benteke. Up to Eze. There's not enough runners for Crystal Palace happening, as Eze did see Christian Benteke make a move, but Diaz is there. Easy enough to cover that one. Still 2-0 Man City. Aguero in the box. Gets a shot off blocked, and Topsiba just about gets there first, and Brunetta flicks that one on. Eze has the run of Townsend. Tries to put it through again. Just a little touch on it from a Man City player though. Completely disrupts the counter-attack opportunity. As Carson goes long. Sterling, what a header that is, into the path of Sergio Aguero. Aguero's in again, and Butland this time gets out quickly at him. Takes ball and man. And Fernandinho robbed very well by Riedewald. And now there is a counter-attack on as Riedewald comes forward. Knocks that one through to Shalov. Round the corner. On one more to Brunetta. Brunetta with a shot. Good save from Carson, to be fair to him. Powerfully hit shot from Brunetta. Well played from Shalov as well. The two subs combining. Riedewald put it in. Shalov flicked it on one more. Knew exactly where his strike partner was, and it's a good save from Scott Carson. Townsend with the corner. In it goes. Was a near post. Shalov with a header. And it's just past the post. Remains 2-0. 10 minutes to go. Man City have passed this all the way out from a goal kick here as Sterling's in, and he has a shot, and it's sort of cleared away. Tapsoba just gets a foot on that, and again, looked like he was caught late, and Butland with another top save. And yeah, it was what a move that was from Crystal Palace as Shalov picks up this ball. He's got Townsend in absolutely acres of space. Townsend, what a tackle from Ruben Diaz. Man City they've been very clinical in front of goal, and they've got so many last-ditch little tackles in this game. Sterling into Mahrez with a shot, Butland with another save. The stats are going to be massively in favour of Man City, obviously. But Riedewald up to Townsend. Eze. Good ball out, looking for Van Aanholt, who's absolutely shagged. Van Aanholt looks for Brunetta. Brunetta, well, gets the ball off Ake. Townsend. Let's just give me some options, people. Give me some options. Townsend. Max Meyer. Oh, damn it. Van Aanholt's so knackered and so out of position. So they go through to Aguero. Oh, no. Ferro just about gets there. Let's go long. See what we can do here. Eze wins the header. I don't think Klein's going to be able to get that one. No, he's not. Bernardo Silva on the ball. Just swarmed out of it. Eze does win the ball. Tries to foot that one through. And Brunetta. Oh, just needed a bit more strength. And there's the full-time whistle. 2-0 Man City. Crystal Palace's FA Cup run comes to an end, but quarterfinals is something to be proud of, I think, in this run. And yeah, Man City deserve it. 21 shots on target, 14 on target. Butland with a 7. He was Crystal Palace's player of the match. So in the North London derby, Tottenham won at the Emirates 2-0. Liverpool beat Leicester 3-1. Man City beat us, and Man United lost 2-0 after extra time to Newcastle United. So we are out, and Man City go on to face Newcastle as Liverpool take on Spurs. So we're rooting for Newcastle. We want a smaller team to win it, to be honest. But there we go. That'll be the end of that episode. Next up is Arsenal. Wow, that'll be a very tough game because they're very good on PES. As something's loading. Derby rematch. Okay, so we must have Brighton coming up soon. The derby against Brighton Hove Albion is coming up. Yes, it is. What do you want to say, Baldy McBaldy? We may be ahead of them at the moment, but this is no time to get complacent. We need to push on and widen the gap as much as possible before the derby. Okay, as Hullit's looking at his spreadsheet or potentially playing Football Manager. Agreed, putting together a tidy little winning streak will deal a hefty blow to their morale and give us the edge we need ahead of the big day. Ruud Gullit. He's a managerial genius. So we've got Arsenal, then West Brom, and then Brighton again. So It should be very interesting. This Guedes has got an injury sometime in February. Eze has been called the Cobra. And scouting results, they found Rafinha, who I think is going to be too old, to be honest. We'll have a quick look at him. Rafinha, attacking midfielder. Oh, is it the attacking midfielder? So how old is he? 28. Yeah. Don't really need attacking midfielder anymore. I need to update what the scouts are looking for, I think. So let me know in the comments. What should we send our scouts out to look for? I think that's the right thing to do. Let's have a look at what Cobra does. Is Cobra anything? Is it even anything? No, it's not. It's just a nickname. Okay, nothing to worry about there then. So we'll be back for the game against Brighton. Maybe we'll do that as a one-off episode, depending on what the game afterwards is. Yeah, we'll do Brighton again, the M23 derby, which no one calls it, and they definitely don't call it the M25 derby, but that's what we'll be back for. Thank you so much for watching. For now, I'm out. Cheers.